same skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. But I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the London Black Knights. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from
What's
the
up? Welcome
European
to the stream.
NFL.
It's your boy Easy, about to
Nothing
dog
like
these
the
niggas.
fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the London Black Knights. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be design runs as well as his scrambles.
Now Pollard, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
First down, and it's Pollard again. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That one whistled against the big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Newton. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Able to find Warner. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
25 yards that time.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll try the left side. Swift. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, a 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Cam It's out, and it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the
What
field.
the fuck is going on?
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll bring up second down. They'll try the left side. Swift. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Echo. 54. Block 54. I'm going to come back. Recon. 132 fight. You. Out, 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 out. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Shoot. Lock it. Ready, go.
Second and 1. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dante Pettis. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So second and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. Second down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On first down, it's Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the draw, it's Pollard, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he didn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
58, boys, 58, 58. Come on. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 58,
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Whoa, he's out of bounds.
Kyle Fuller. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go. Check 13.
Here's Newton. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. From his goal line here, Newton. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But
I didn't know they ran the time during the fucking
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken about the 12.
Oh my God!
Breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deep.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Time for our players spotlight, and it focuses in here on Cam Newton. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front? He'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now on 2nd and 16, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the 50, Newton. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here comes Pettis on the return. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There's Dante Pettis as his guys head back out onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Swift. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire time.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's go.
You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the 3rd phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing. And how about the big play created here? Big-time effort, and that can help his team. 2nd
straight week, he's forced to fumble. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. And the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit him, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on. Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Can we fucking get some blocks on the...
Sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. He'll look to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball put on him, 2 points for them.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On first down, Swift.
Come
and
on.
they muster a yard here to the 38. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll drop the throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the pressure gets to him again. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now it looks like he'll throw here to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On second down, Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Go. 58, right?
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Here's Pollard again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. On third down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And out will come the offense as they take over. The final score now coming from Nashville. And it was the Titans who were able to take home the victory. Baker Mayfield, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. They'll run on first down. Swift. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On third down, Swift. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. One last throw here for Newton. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better.